overview of my Subaru motor into my buggy, where we're at. Here's how the exhaust is working so far. It's just waiting for a muffler to finish mocking everything up. You can see the headers, the Subaru gears mount, the axles. Not quite sure I'm going to run the water just yet for cooling, but I ran thermostat housing that direction. The hose is just laying there. It's not really the hose I'm using. And here we are in the bed. So it's got the Subaru transmission. Here's the hose and the slave cylinder, all Subaru stuff. Here's the throttle linkage. This is also for Subaru. I kept the original cable, just made a little adapter. And the fuel filter is going to be right over here by the battery. I have a return line over here, which I'm sure I'm going to move these eventually. This is just to get it to run. Well, I may not move this, but I'm going to definitely move these eventually when after it runs and pull it apart to detail it. Then I'll reroute the lines a little bit. So this will obviously be my pressure. It's a mess in the car right now, but basically I ran my original Subaru lines through the inside the car, which was a pain because it's a shortened chassis. It's hard to do with the body on, but this is original Subaru bulkhead piece here, this rubber grommet, my speaker wires. And here's my top plate. I made a dome here for the shifter. Next is the radiator. I don't think it'll be a problem with being enough exposed radiator, but if I have to put a little scoop under it, I will. And I say there's plenty of ground clearance. Again, it's never going to see off-road. It's really tight. I don't know if I can get in here. You can see, but that fan is so close to my frame adjuster bolt. I actually shaved the bolt a little, but it should be fine. I just used sway bar end links to mount the radiator so it's in rubber mounts. These are a little adjustable for tension height because this radiator only came with a lower mount. So I made a mount that bolts to the shroud on the top. And I just used the ears that came on this radiator just to mount the front on the bottom. And then we go over here. Turn the wheel a little bit. This car does have disc brakes in the front. I drove this car for 20 years like this, which is a Type 3 motor. And let's see, there's the Subaru slave cylinder for the clutch. You can kind of see my bracketry. I had to put that rod from the frame head to my brackets to keep it from flexing. There's a lot of pressure. And of course my master cylinder I just replaced yesterday so I can get the clutch all back together. And my adjustable proportionate valve, which who knows, could go somewhere, but it's been fine there. It's not like I off-road it. The gas tank, let's see, you can see in here a little. There's the original bung, which still has to have a hose put on. That's going to be my return. It's right there. I haven't put the end on. It's a new tank. And you can see my other one with the AN fitting on it that I welded in. That's going to be the pressure one, the feed line. Here's the pedals. There's my clutch pedal. that goes to the Subaru slave cylinder. I just extended the arm a little bit with a longer nut and ran the hydraulic line through here to the slave cylinder. I still don't know where I'm doing like the water temp gauge is going to go yet. These are my VDO gauges I've had for 20 years. I also have a GM tilt wheel in it. It's nice because the wiper switch is on the dash, everything on the column, signals, wipers, ignition. But that's where we're at for now. We've seen that plenty of ground clearance. Let's see if you can see underneath here. I'm going to run the cooling tubes up the center of the tunnel on the bottom, so I don't think it'll be an issue. I don't lower this car, and it's been at 100 miles an hour, no problem, and it's stable, so that's where we're at for now.